Hello and welcome to Braintree High School here at Alumni Stadium on senior night as Braintree and Needham set to take the field. Mike will also bring in the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are ready for the opening kickoff. Needham will receive first here to begin the ball game, and Braintree in a tough spot here on the season, 2-2, facing a tough Needham team. And Braintree with Walpole up next on their schedule. Really, this is a game that they really love to have in the win column. See if Braintree can do something special here on senior night as we get ready for the opening kickoff. As usual, it'll be Braintree's Ryan Brooks to kick it off on a beautiful fall evening here at Braintree High School. Temperatures in the mid-60s here for kickoff. One of the warmer days left here of the season. Braintree coming off of a loss to Holliston. And the kickoff. Short from Brooks as it'll hop down inside the 10-yard line where it's picked up, and a return out to the 25-30 where Braintree eventually will tackle him down. A couple players there in on the tackle as Hoffmeister on the return for the Needham Rockets. So Braintree with decent special teams to give Needham the ball at the 30-yard line where the first possession of the ball game will begin. 8 seconds into the opening quarter. Again, thank you for tuning in here on BCAM TV, here on senior night for Braintree football. 2-2 on the season facing the Rockets, who've always been a tough opponent for Braintree. And Braintree has actually been able to have some success here at home specifically against this Needham team. As we'll have the game's first snap. Quarterback Chapman under center. As one back goes in motion, and the pitch goes in that direction. And Braintree with good tackling out in open space, and that will be a loss on the play. As the running back, Hoffmeister, taken down quickly.
Second down, and 10. Ball resting on the 30-yard line.
So we'll get to know a couple of the players from Needham quickly, as you would generally see at a high school level. You see a lot of the same players touch the football. They do rely quite heavily in this sport at the high school level on the run game, but some teams do spread the ball around. The higher octane offenses, obviously the teams that can score 40, 50 points a game, as the ball again goes up the middle and a couple yards on the carry. As Braintree with Curry out there to make the tackle.
Well, up to the 33-yard line.
So a couple of running plays here for Needham to begin the first drive. So it'll be a third down. So about a 3rd and 8 for the offense for the Rockets. As Braintree getting ready here on defense, a 3rd down stand would be huge. Tyler getting ready on the sideline, hoping he'll have a chance to get the football back quickly. As Braintree looks like they might be bringing some pressure here on a blitz. As the quarterback rolls out, Braintree with some pressure, and they got him in the backfield. And a tandem sack. As a couple of Braintree players in there, including Lane, in on the sack. Also out there for Braintree was Tutgis. Handful of players in, causing the pressure. I saw Braintree with some pressure on that left side of the line, and they caught Needham rolling the right direction. And Braintree now will get the football as Needham back to punt. Back to snap, and that one just by the fingertips of the Braintree special teams. As this one will roll down, takes a kind roll for the Rockets, where it eventually rolled down dead at the 39-yard line. So Braintree with a nice 3-and-out defensively. And the offense will get their first test with the ball just around the 40. It's inside at the 39. And the Braintree offense will get their first snap of the ball game. Tellier under center. Luongo behind him in the backfield. 3 receivers spread out for Braintree as one goes in motion. Actually a 4-receiver set with, again, Braintree to pass. It's Franciosa Johnson who can't squeeze it. And again, not making the catch on the first throw. Would have been about a 5-yard catch for Franciosa Johnson, who tried to move before the ball was caught.
Will be second down and 10.
Braintree trying to get the ball in the hands of one of their playmakers
Ball
early.
at the 39-yard line.
Man goes in motion for Braintree. That is Grieve. As the pass out in the direction of Grieve, it's batted down by the defense. And that was Ben Schreiber who knocked it down.
That was Ben Schreiber.
So Braintree now in a third down.
Third down and 10.
So a ball that was batted down. The Needham defense now causing some havoc in the backfield, just like Braintree did on the first possession for them. Back to pass. Tellier has some space up the middle, and now he's going to be taken down. Does dive forward and get a couple yards, but it will be a fourth down. As Tellier with a 2-yard carry up the middle.
Fourth down to the 1.
And nothing doing there for the Braintree offense. All started with a drop on the first play. Really threw the drive back. So both sides forcing a 3-and-out. 8:55, clock on the move as Braintree back to punt. And a good one sent away by Brooks. Fair catch called for, and it was bobbled momentarily by the return man, number 16, Jace Hannigan.
Of Needham, first down,
able to fall right back on it. And right now it looks like the team that's going to make the mistake is the team that's going to start to give the other team's offense the best opportunity, because it looks like the defenses came to play, at least early on here in the first quarter. 8:46 to go here in the opening quarter. Both sides have had a possession, neither side with the first down. And now a first down for the second drive for the Needham offense. It is a passing play, left-handed toss. It is complete, and some space now with some good blocking out in front. And close to a first down for the
number 8
receiver, Chapman.
Close to 10-yard gain.
So Chapman looks like he'll move the sticks, and that'll be the first down of the ball game.
10-yard gain, first down for the Rockets. Ball resting on the 43-yard line.
So another first down off for the offense as the handoff goes to the man in motion. Braintree has him in the backfield lane a couple times trying to take him down, and they're going to stop him on progress. Forward progress as Williams is taken down, and that is going to be a negative play as the Braintree linebacker getting in the backfield.
Loss of 7 yards. Second down, 17.
So a huge loss on the play.
57-yard line.
Officially a 7-yard loss on first down, and that's the wrong direction for the Rockets. Braintree jumping, and looks like they may have jumped off sides, which will allow the offense 5 yards back.
Offside indicated against Braintree. It'll make it third down.
So jumping offside for Braintree was number 56, Will Krupa, a senior. Unfortunate there for Braintree, who had just made a nice defensive play to get him to first and 17. Then Braintree gave him the 5 yards back as the tackle in the backfield by Brooks, along with Luongo, and a little extra there as the Braintree coaching staff looking for maybe a little unnecessary roughness after the play, as the offense frustrated for the Rockets.
Stop for no gain. Ball placed at the 43-yard line. Third down and 12.
So it'll be a third down and 12 yards. Braintree looking to force another punt. 6.5, clock rolling here in the opening quarter. Big game on tap for Braintree. Back to pass, some time to throw, and that one knocked away. Nice play by Curry as he tacked it away from the intended receiver. That was number 16, Jace Hannigan.
Fourth down for the Rockets.
So Braintree getting a hand in there to break that one up. So second punt now for Needham. High snap, it goes through the hands of the punter and it's loose on the ground. Braintree falls on the football. And it is Franciosa Johnson who comes away with the turnover. And that one was going backwards from the start on the snap. It actually wasn't a terrible snap, but once the ball went through the hands of the punter, you had an idea that that might be some trouble. And Braintree in business right away. So Braintree a chance here to put themselves on the board quickly. So Braintree with a second time forcing a actually they did get one first down as Braintree back to pass. It is completed up and over the receiver, or the intended defensive player who tried to jump that route and come up with the interception. That was Melia for Needham trying to jump that route and cause the interception, but Braintree able to complete it over the top. And that one caught by Evan Huang. Braintree with 3 receivers right now, split out. As now a player jumped, and that might have been on the Needham side. We did see motion on both sides of the football. Question is, which side caused the other side to jump? And it looks like it may be going against Needham. And the call is going to be against Braintree. Wow. So an interesting call, as both sides certainly did jump, but Braintree called for the illegal procedure. And that's certainly frustrating on a drive here in Needham territory. 5.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Braintree and Needham tied at 0, but Braintree driving here after a muff punt. Back to potentially pass was Tellier, hands off, and nothing doing there for Luongo on the right side of the offensive line.
Fine in the tackle.
So Braintree already into a third down and long.
Outside the 25-yard line of the Rockets. The third down and 11.
Haven't seen Dom Dionisio lined up very often at the receiver position, but he is here. To the near side left, in the slot is Franciosa Johnson. Braintree looking to go deep with it to Dionisio. Dionisio and a little hand fighting in the end zone, and no call going against either player.
Making it fourth down.
So it'll be a fourth down. Braintree looks like they're going to go for it here. Little surprising idea there. Braintree did have the time and space, but Dionisio not the tallest of receivers. Braintree now with 4 receivers spread out. Back to pass here on fourth down. Looking to the right corner of the end zone, and it's overthrown and out of bounds. And that will be a turnover on downs for the Braintree offense. A promising start after getting the fumble. And a disappointing end to the drive. Costly illegal procedure against the Braintree offense that really stalemated the drive. So both sides have made some mistakes here early in this game. Both sides with a penalty that really stalled their drive. And now it'll be Needham ball, again in Braintree territory, deep in Braintree territory. This is going to be at the 26-yard line where they'll start their third offensive drive here of the quarter. We've seen 5 different drives here in this quarter, neither side coming away with points. Back to pass over the middle, and the ball is dropped. Going across the middle of the field, that was Hannigan. And we've seen a couple of drop passes by both teams here early in this game. And Needham jumped offside. Another mistake on the offensive line. That was number 80 for the Rockets who jumped. Costanton. So both sides have been flagged a couple times here in the opening quarter.
Well, just outside the 20-yard line.
So neither side playing sound football right now. Both sides making mistakes. Both sides with some bad penalties. And no score. Here with 4:15 to go in the opening quarter. Scoreless game here on BCAM TV. As the Rockets now look to take off, it's the quarterback keeper, as he's got some space, and he'll take it out to close to the 35-yard line. So the quarterback, Chapman, taking it on the keeper.
The attitude short. Ball rested on the 34-yard line.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 2 for the offense. So Needham looking to move the ball here and get in scoring territory. The handoff goes up the middle, and now splitting to his left. He's got some room and stiff arms over midfield.
Nice effort,
and a good first down carry.
Hoffmeister.
That was Hoffmeister on the carry as he gets a first down for Needham.
First down.
Second first down here of the quarter for the Rockets. Clock continuing to move, under 2:50 to go now here in the opening quarter as Needham has the ball at midfield. First down and 10. Braintree defense so far here in this first quarter has done a nice job at limiting this Needham attack, as we have a timeout taken by Needham with 2:34 left here in the opening quarter. We will take a break in the action. 2:34 left here in the opening quarter, no score, as Needham on the move with the ball at midfield. We'll be right back. Welcome back after the timeout, as the handoff goes right up the middle and maybe a gain of a yard after a late lunge by Hoffmeister.
They're going to give him a yard. 2nd and 9.
So a 1-yard pickup on first down, 2nd and 9 for the offense for Needham. As we near the end of this first quarter, 2 minutes left. The Braintree defense has done a great job so far here in the first quarter. The offense needs to pick up its part of the job. As the quarterback back to pass, has Hoffmeister over the middle, makes the catch, and takes it down just shy of the 40, and that'll be a couple yards shy of the first down.
Shot of the first down. The 3rd down, ball resting on the 41.5 yard line.
So a minute and a half remaining here in the opening quarter. Needham with a 3rd down and maybe a yard and a half. As the running back Hoffmeister takes it up the middle, and he will get the first down on a little cutback.
First down.
So it's been a lot of Hoffmeister here in this first quarter. He's done the heavy lifting for the offense, and another first down.
Sitting on the 35-yard line.
Braintree still looking for a big play on the other side. Handoff to Hoffmeister. He bounces off one and gets tackled very quickly by a handful of players, including Brooks. Also out there on the tackle for Braintree was number 83, Matthew Marmai. So that may be the final play here in the opening quarter, as Needham in no hurry, here to run one more play, as the two sides will switch sides,
So we have no
and that
score
will do the first
at the end
quarter
of the first
in a
third.
scoreless first. So after 12 minutes of action here at Alumni Stadium, here on senior night, the 2-2 Braintree Womps and Needham tied at 0. We'll be right back.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Welcome back here to Alumni Stadium. Thank you for watching. Here on BCAM TV, start of the second quarter. Mike will also bring you the coverage. Here as the quarterback will take it himself. Here on the second yard carry, as Chapman takes this one himself off the right side. And it'll bring up a third down and about 6.
Third down and 5.
So Needham in Braintree territory, looking for the game's first points. Pretty good sized crowd here tonight at Alumni Stadium. Needham with a decent sized crowd on the other side traveling. Good to see on a Friday night as the handoff taken by Chapman, and he's got the first down. So the quarterback taking it himself the last 2 times, and this time getting the first down. So Needham moving the ball into the red zone now, as they have the ball inside the 25. On the carry, it's Hoffmeister. He takes it to his right and gets tackled.
Pick up a 4, second down.
Couple yards on the pickup. $10:15 to go here in the first half. As again, a player jumps, and it might be against Needham again. Same player from earlier here, number 80, Sean Costanton. Flagged the second time for jumping early. And puts Braintree's defense in a much better spot. Back to pass, rolling to his left is Chapman. He fires it down the field and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 4th down as the Braintree defense forcing a 4th down. Certainly had an open player there, just overthrew the receiver. Back to pass, and Chapman over the middle. It's intercepted. As Braintree coming away with the turnover, their second forced. As that one picked off by Braintree's number 22. That was William McDonald on the interception.
Ball being placed. On the 26-yard line, big first down.
Braintree's first offensive snap and a pretty good gain on the play by Luongo. So Braintree moving the ball on their first chance here on this drive.
By Luongo.
.9:05 remaining here in the first half. As Braintree with the low snap, it is again the running back Luongo who falls forward. Maybe a 3-yard pickup.
Third down and a couple.
Tellier will again hand it off, and Braintree this time breaking towards that first down marker, and they will surpass it on the carry. As this time it is Brooks. So Brooks breaks through for a first down. So Braintree finally able to get off the snide and get by that first down marker, and we'll see now if they can drive it over midfield. Again, 3 receivers set for Braintree as Tellier with the pass. It is completed here to the near side right, and very quickly taken down over the 46 as Braintree with the completion. As that was Dionisio who was the intended target, making the catch.
Yard line. Second down and 3.
This time 4 receivers spread out for Braintree. 7:45 to go here in the first half, no score. Tellier back to pass, throws it to the other side. It's caught by Franciosa Johnson, who gets very close to that first down marker.
That's complete, close to first down.
May have to see a marker here, or a measurement. They're just going to give him the first down, not even going to bring the chains out. Braintree a first down. As the clock will move, 7.5 left here in quarter number 2. As the handoff goes up the middle, Braintree with a decent gain on first down, getting almost half of it, if not a few yards more, on the first down carry. Brooks getting a lot of touches here in this first half. Seeing Brooks and Luongo do with the majority of the lifting here in the running back spot. A couple catches for Franciosa Johnson. A couple catches for Dionisio. As Braintree again takes up the middle and a first down carry. As Brooks again on the first down touch.
The 33-yard line.
So Braintree running it right up the middle here the last couple plays, and they found some chunk plays. As Brooks comes off, getting a breather as jumping back on is Luongo. Braintree now moving it into Needham territory with 6:30 to go here in the first half. Braintree with another 1st and 10. Back to pass, and the ball completed as Dionisio makes the catch. And the ball at the 33. So Dionisio has been targeted quite often here in this first half.
5 yards.
Not sure if Braintree has an injury at receiver to Parsons and Gomes, who was one of the favorite targets of Tellier. Must have been injured at some point. Have not seen him yet here in this game. As back to pass to Tellier again, and here to the near side, another completion. And then the ball was dropped. And let's see if they give him the catch.
Knocked out of bounds.
It is a completion, but a very short gain.
Shot of the first down. The 3rd down and 2.
So Braintree with a 3rd down now and 3. Here as they have the ball inside the 30-yard line. See if Braintree can get the ball in space now as the player jumps, may have jumped off sides, and Needham, for the third time here in the game, has jumped offside. A lot of mistakes being made by both sides here on the offensive line. Offensive and defensive lines. As that'll give Braintree a free first down, which the Womps will certainly take. They would have had to have a good play there on third down to get it. Now it is the handoff and a big hit as coming in on the tackle was number 33, Joe Kaczynski. So not a positive play that time for the Womps. That one went backwards.
Pick up of a yard.
This is Tellier back to pass, looking to the end zone for Francosa Johnson, and he has it!
Ball is caught, and it's a touchdown.
Able to make the catch. And Francosa Johnson able to keep his feet, or at least 1 foot inbounds to make that catch with 4:49 actually left on the clock. Braintree scoring the game's first touchdown on an incredible play. Not only by the throw by Tellier, but Francosa Johnson to keep his feet inbounds to make the catch and the touchdown. As Francosa Johnson has been the catalyst for the most part here this season offensively, able to make the catch. And Braintree now looking for the point after to make it a 7-0 lead. Back to kick this one away is Brooks, and the kick is right down the middle and good.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. With 4:49 left in the second quarter, Braintree leads 7-0.
So Francosa Johnson coming away with his biggest play of the ball game, and Braintree with a highlight play from about 25 yards out, a touchdown strike from Tellier. And the extra point good by Brooks makes it 7-0 Braintree. So the Womps jumping out in front here at home. Needham did get the ball to begin the game, so Braintree will start the second half with the football. Really love to see this Braintree defense come away with another stop here, give themselves a chance offensively before halftime. So Francosa Johnson, who's had multiple receptions of 25, even 30-plus yards here on the season, comes away with another highlight-type catch. And Tellier, who's thrown a very good football most of this season, coming away with another spiral. And Braintree with the game's first points. 7-0 start here at home, here against the Needham Rockets. And Braintree enjoying the 7-0 advantage as they will kick this one away. As the ball will be fielded at the 26, as a good gain for Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister has some space. Hoffmeister looking to return this one all the way, and Braintree trying to take him down. They will get to him just before he gets down to the 10.
And a great effort in hauling him down by Braintree. That's a 75-yard return.
So right after Braintree with the highlight play, Needham on the ensuing kickoff, going almost 80 yards down the field, maybe even a little further than that. And the Braintree defense in a very tight window now, inside the 10-yard line. So the Rockets almost returned that kickoff for a touchdown, but Braintree with some good hustle to ultimately catch up to him. I believe that was Braintree's number 22, Will McDonald, able to get to him and at least pull him down before he got in the end zone. And a timeout going to be taken here by Braintree, I believe.
On the 6-yard line.
So the ball will be spotted at the 6-yard line. We will take a break in the action. 4:37 to go till halftime. And Needham, just like that, with a immediate goal-to-goal situation, down 7-0. We'll be right back. Coming back after the timeout. 4:37 left on the clock. It is a handoff up the middle, and Braintree sniffed it out, and they have him tackled in the backfield as Hoffmeister taken down quickly.
Drop for a loss by the middle of the Braintree line.
So Braintree with about a 5 or 6 yard tackle for a loss.
Second down, goal.
And Needham, just like that, now backed up outside the 10-yard line. So it is a second down and goal from the 12. Braintree looking for another big stand here as the handoff goes here to the near side. It's Hoffmeister, and Hoffmeister takes the ball down to the 7-yard line. They've really fed him quite often here in this first half, and Braintree has started to sniff it out a bit. Three and a half left here in the first half, and what's been an entertaining first half of play. Just the one touchdown on the board that Braintree got from Franz Joseph Johnson, and all of a sudden Needham on the move, and they're looking to tie this one up before halftime. Braintree again will get the football to begin the second half. Quarterback going to take it himself. Braintree is right there on the tackle, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Out there is Perry Lane. And Lane able to make the tackle for a loss. It's at least the third or fourth tackle in the backfield for the Braintree defense here in the first half. Defense has been outstanding here today. This is the best we've seen the Braintree defense look all season. They've given up a lot of points here this year, and probably what makes the most sense is to target your defense and try to get them under control and allow teams fewer opportunities, and that's what Braintree's done. They've forced a lot of turnovers. Got to give the Braintree defense credit there, as we will see a timeout again taken by the Braintree coaching staff. So it will be a third and goal for Needham. Actually, a fourth and goal, excuse me, after we come back from the timeout. It is Braintree with the 7-0 lead, Needham on the move, but it is a fourth and goal from the 9-yard line. Again, Braintree coming off of a disappointing defeat to Holliston on the road last week. Really weren't able to get much going at all. And the big play in that game came right at the end of the half, just like it did here, except Braintree gave it away on offense. Now trying to do the opposite and make a stand on defense and force the Rockets to turn the ball over on downs. Much better game plan here today for Braintree, as they have Needham with a 0 on the board. Fourth down and goal from the 9 as the two sides break from the huddles. 3 receivers spread, 1 going in motion. As back to pass, Chapman. Chapman looking to the near side, picked off in the end zone. And Braintree with their second takeaway on an interception as the ball is taken out to the 22. What a play by the defense. And Chapman threw that into double coverage. Not a good idea. And Braintree for the second time with a big takeaway as Needham was driving the football. And Braintree with about 7 or 8 guys congratulating the interceptor, who I could not identify because he was in the middle of the Braintree bench. See if I can get an idea of who may have taken that ball away. I see Braintree's number 83 celebrating over there on the sideline. That's Marmai. But I'll try and see if I can get a clear answer on who intercepted that football for Braintree. With 2:14 left here in the half, it'll be a handoff by Braintree. And the handoff goes up the middle and a short gain on first down. So almost identical to what Braintree did in the game against Holliston, except the ball was returned for a touchdown late in that first half, and Braintree getting a interception here on a 4th and goal for the Rockets, who were looking for the tying score. 1:45 left here in the first half. Braintree will get the ball to start the second half. It'll be a 2nd and 8 as the ball on the ground, and it looked like Needham fell on it, but Braintree did have a couple players fighting for the football, and if they do get this, this is going to be very lucky, and they do have it. Wow, that's a big break. The Needham player certainly was there in time.
Wants to recover their own fumble.
That was Jacob Reiser, who fell on the ball, and Braintree, it looked like, pulled it away from him at the last second. Back to pass, Tellier. It's completed. Dionisio out to the 30. And that will be very close to the yard to gain. Might be a little short. And they may have to measure this one. It is going to be signaled for a 4th down. They're not going to measure it. And we are going to see a timeout on the field. And maybe Braintree will ask for a measurement. I don't know if we'll get one. But otherwise, it is a 4th down. Ball is at the 30. And Braintree with a timeout on the field. 50 seconds left in the first half. We'll take a break in the action. We'll be right back. And Braintree coming back from the timeout, able to draw the defense offside again, it looks like. And what is going on here? I've never seen a defense allow this many plays to jump offside. That's got to be at least the 4th time this has happened here in the first half, and hard to say how it keeps happening. Just undisciplined football right now by the Rockets gives Braintree a free 1st down. Back to pass, Tellier, completed over the middle, and a big hit over the top as the pass caught out to the 42-yard line. And Braintree with a 1st down reception. Actually make it a 2nd down and a couple. They didn't move the chains from the last play. So now with a half minute to go, Braintree's going to have to move the ball quickly if they want to get a chance for points. Tellier, he'll take it up the middle, he's got some space. Tellier 1st down, and he'll slide down at the 40. And Braintree, just like that, is in the other side of the field in opponent territory. And Braintree, who has had some long completions here this season, certainly in a situation they could throw this one to the end zone. Getting ready, coming back from the timeout. As Braintree will get pressured in the backfield and a sack. And that may just about do it here in the half. No real reason to do anything stupid here if you're Braintree, as they will get the ball to begin the 2nd half. And with 4 seconds left, Braintree just going to let this one run dry as the final seconds run dry off the clock. And that'll do it here in the 1st half, as Braintree may have wanted to run one more play, but probably better off, the way things have gone here this season, late in halves, to not run another play. As that'll do it for the 1st half. Braintree with a good half of play. They'll get the ball to begin the 2nd half. 7-0 lead. France Joseph Johnson, the only touchdown here in the 1st half. 25 yards out. And the Womps with the lead, 7-0 here at halftime, as we'll be back for 2nd half action here on BCAM TV right after this. Hello and welcome back to Braintree High School here at Alumni Stadium, getting ready for the second half to begin. Braintree again will get the football here to start the second half. 7-0 lead here with 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's underway. A short kick as Braintree will field it just in time before the Needham special teams able to get there, and Braintree will start with the ball at the 37
yard line.
So that one had to be fielded very quickly, as that was Lane who had to be heads up to grab that football. So the Braintree offense with decent field position here to begin the second half. A score here on this drive would be huge. As Braintree with the handoff, it goes up the middle, and a good chunk play as Braintree will get very close to that first down marker on the first down carry, and that was Luongo.
Well, to the 45-plus yard line for the second down and 2.
So a second down and short for the Braintree offense. A nice carry from Luongo. First down on this carry maybe, and he does get the first down and more as he's over the 45 and barreling very close to the 40-yard line as Luongo with a first down carry, 2 touches and almost 20 yards picked up by the Braintree offense. 11:20 to go here in the third quarter. Braintree with the game's only points. 7-0 score on the Franciosa Johnson touchdown. Braintree now will hand off again, and this one taken over the 40 on the carry.
Pick up a couple to the 39. Second down and 9.
So Braintree with 3 straight running plays here to begin the second half. Tellier will throw this one. Open is Franciosa Johnson, and it went through his hands. So Franciosa Johnson, who had the only touchdown catch with a drop, his second of the game. Certainly a catchable ball that time. Tellier left that one right on the money. Maybe a little high, but that was certainly catchable. 10:45 to go here in the third. Braintree with a third down upcoming. And the handoff goes up the middle. And Braintree with a nice carry that'll bring them very close to the yard to gain. They'll be about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards shy. And Braintree will go for it here on fourth down and a couple. But first, an injury on the field. This will be a Needham player down and injured. And we will have an injury timeout with 10:28 to go here in the third quarter, as Braintree will have a fourth down and a couple upcoming as we take a break in the action. Play set to resume. It is fourth down. Braintree with fourth down and a couple in again. Somebody jumped, and did Braintree force him offside again? This is ridiculous. If this happened again, I can't believe what I'm seeing. How does this keep happening time and time again on fourth and short? And they did jump offside. I have never seen something like this before, where a team has consistently just made mental mistakes time and time again. This is brutal. Undisciplined football. This is not what you expect to see from Needham. They're usually a very disciplined team. But Braintree with another good hard count as Tellier on the roll, and this one incomplete, and a little contact after the throw by Tellier, and the referee with a little bit of a speaking to the defender, who obviously is frustrated, as is the whole defense, as they continue to make major mistakes here in this ball game. Big reason they're down on the scoreboard, but Braintree still holding on to just a 1-touchdown lead. Certainly hasn't been a well-played game on either side. Braintree with the only touchdown, but they have not had long sustained drives till the last couple. As Tellier back to pass, a player coming in his face, and now it's caught as going across, and Franciosa Johnson makes the catch.
That pass is complete.
So the defender getting right in front of Tellier.
Near the 20-yard line.
Literally right in front of him as he disrupted his view down the field, but he still makes a nice catch. as does Franciosa Johnson. As the handoff goes up the middle, and this is Brooks. Brooks has some room, and he scores! As Brooks takes it in, and Braintree capitalizing again on another bad penalty by the Needham Rockets. And the Braintree special teams, or the hard count, whatever, however you want to say it, the Braintree attack. Here in this game, they have done a few different things, and whatever they have done has really disrupted the hard count and has made Needham jump off sides 4 or 5 times in this game, including a couple on 4th down that have given Braintree a free set of downs, and this time able to take advantage with 9:26 to go. Brooks scoring the touchdown to put Braintree up by 2 scores, and now looking to kick it up and in for a 14-0 lead. So Brooks looking to do it all here as he is set to kick it through. Snap down, hold, the kick, and the kick is there and good.
Kick is up, but the kick is good. Braintree leads 14-0.
So Braintree, after the catch from Franciosa Johnson, Brooks from about 20 yards out scores the touchdown, and Braintree goes ahead now 14-0. Very impressive drive after it looked like Needham was going to make a stand. So getting ready now for the kickoff. As the ball fielded by Hannigan, he's got some space, and the special teams again for the Rockets with a long return, and they take it all the way into Braintree territory. Second time we've seen a 50-plus yard return, but last time it was Needham who was picked off in the end zone. So it'll be a first set of downs for the offense for Needham. And a short gain on the play.
With Needham. Be second down and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line of Braintree.
So Needham now trying to answer here on a second down, down by 2 scores. $8:36 to go here in the third quarter. Clock continuing to drain off as the Braintree defense, again, looking to keep a shutout going. As the handoff goes to Hoffmeister, Hoffmeister spins over the 35-yard line, and he will have very close to a first down.
Well, inside the 35-yard line. Third down and a long 3.
And it will be a third down upcoming. So the Braintree defense looking for a stand. As the handoff goes to Hoffmeister, bounces to the outside, and Braintree with a quick tackle, but he's going to get there and get a first down. So the carry takes him inside the 30.
25. Well, it's going to be marked at the 27-yard line. First down, the Rockets.
So the Rockets now moving into Braintree territory. They're inside the 30-yard line. As Braintree holding on to a 2-touchdown lead. They did exactly what you asked for. Coming out of the halftime break, they score in their first drive, and now the handoff. And a short gain up the middle.
Pick up of 2, maybe 3 yards.
Hoffmeister again. He's going to be tired after this one. He's handled the ball quite a bit here in this ball game. We have not seen them spread the ball around here on offense too much. We've really just seen him as the primary running back, and then maybe a couple of other players focused in. We've seen the quarterback Chapman run the ball, and we've seen a wide receiver as well get involved, but have not seen them move the ball around too much. Seen Hannah get involved a little bit, the wide receiver, as he goes in motion. And the ball goes the other way to Hoffmeister as Hoffmeister hit hard. And Braintree really doing a good job focused in on that tailback. Tellier right now doing some light tossing on the sideline, hoping his team will get him the football back. So a 3rd down and about 7 here with 6:15 to go in the 3rd.
Well, at the 20.
Make it a 3rd and maybe 6. Defense looking to buckle in here, continuing to hold Needham to 0 points. They've had 2 interceptions. They've also forced a muff punt as the quarterback Chapman takes it himself and he barrels forward and gets the first down.
Seems to be enough for a 1st down.
And there's a flag on the field.
Just inside the 15
And this may back
line.
up the offense. Braintree signaling that they're moving backwards. This might be a holding penalty on the Needham offense.
Close.
And a holding penalty against Needham.
Bring the ball back.
So that is going to be bringing them back after a big play. So the Rockets, every time they do something good in Braintree territory, they come up with a penalty. And that has been the story here in this game. It's been penalties. They've jumped off sides 3 or 4 times. They have a big hold here that negates a big gain and a 1st down by the quarterback. And now Needham backed up all the way to the 30-yard line where they will possess on a 3rd down and long. Back to pass Chapman. He has some space rolling to his right. Braintree's defense comes up and with a big stop as they hammer him backwards at the 27-yard line. He was hit hard. Chapman paying the price that time as he runs it up the field. And it brings up another 4th down, and still quite a long distance to go here to get this. They're not going to punt it, obviously. They're down 2 scores. And the offense will remain on the field. Braintree with the stop here, and they're up 2 scores with the football. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. The Rockets have had the ball move down the field quite a few times into Braintree territory, but have not been able to finish off their drives. Braintree with some pressure here as Chapman back to pass. Chapman looking to take it himself. Throws the pass. It's complete. And a 1st down. As Hannigan able to hold on.
1st down, and it is a 1st down.
Braintree trying to knock that one away at the last second. Could not force it out of the hands of the receiver Hannigan. And this time Hannigan comes through with the big play. So the Rockets come through with a 1st down. 4:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. High snap, and again it's Hoffmeister as he is hitting the backfield. Braintree not able to take him down though as he gets a couple yards.
Well carried by number 25.
As Lane with the tackle. A couple yards picked up on the 1st down touch. Clock ticking towards the 4-minute mark left here in this 3rd quarter. Braintree again with a 14-0 lead as Needham looks to respond.
2nd down.
Again, the handoff goes up the middle. It's Hoffmeister, and Hoffmeister down close to the 5-yard line. So he will be just shy of the 1st down marker, bring up a 3rd down and short. As the Braintree defense with 3.5, looking for that stand. They've done pretty good here on the goal line.
Ball on the 5.
But Needham so many times have been on this side of the field. They haven't been able to finish it off yet, but they're in a good spot here to do it and get within a score. Really a must-score situation here for the Rockets in Braintree territory. Hoffmeister has had the ball quite a bit here on this drive as the handoff goes to him, and Braintree standing him up in the backfield. He did not get it.
Great stop by Braintree. Just outside the 5-yard line, making it
Braintree guessed right,
Needham.
and Hoffmeister taken backwards. Brings up a 4th down and short, maybe a loss of a yard on the play. And the defense now with a 4th down upcoming. 2.5 remaining in the third quarter. Low scoring game here at Alumni Stadium. As the Rockets now look to push it in. Big 4th down spot. Hoffmeister in the backfield. Braintree's defense looking to bring some heat. Player goes in motion. Handoff goes to Hoffmeister. Braintree has him, and he's taken down, but he does dive forward, and it's going to be very, very close to that 1st down marker. And if he's at the 5, he didn't get it. The way it's spotted right now, he's going to be short. They may measure this, but it looks like from the naked eye, he is going to be short, and that's going to be a Braintree football. They might measure this, but it looks like it's a Braintree ball from my vantage point. And it is a Braintree football. Turnover on downs. Hoffmeister cannot get there. And the 3rd time in Braintree territory, inside the 20, and Needham cannot finish off the drive. An interception in the end zone, and now 2 turnover on downs. So they do everything but the touchdown here on the drive, and obviously that's been the story of this game for Needham. Too many mistakes. This time here on offense, Braintree just did a great job penetrating the defense, or getting the defense to get through that offensive line, as Braintree will hand it off here on the 1st down touch, and a decent gain on the play. A couple yards picked up on the carry.
Pick up of a couple onto the 7.
And right now it's all about ball security if you're Braintree. Luongo on the carry. Last thing you want to do is give Needham the ball back. As Braintree with a 2nd down and 8, maybe 7. As Tellier again with the handoff. Again, it goes right up the middle. And Braintree brings it out to the, looks like the 12-yard line.
It's across the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down just outside the 10.
So a 3rd down, big play upcoming for the offense as Braintree with Luongo kind of hobbling off the field. He's been in and out of the lineup here this season. He's been banged up, but he's been playing pretty well here today in this game as he gingerly walks off the field. So it'll be a 3rd down. Brooks back in the game as the running back. Braintree may throw this one here from their own 12-yard line. 3rd and 4. As there's a minute to go here in the third quarter. Grieve goes in motion. Franciosa Johnson split to the right side as the ball goes in the direction of Dionisio, and it's incomplete as Braintree had that one in the air too long. That was dangerous to be picked off, and the defense for the Rockets gets the stop they were looking for. They needed the stop, they got it. Braintree certainly didn't want to have a turnover there, which they almost did because that ball was dangerously thrown up and it was knocked away, but it will at least be a forced punt, although Needham has jumped off sides a handful of times, so they have to be careful not to do that here. I have it listed as 4th and 8 on the scoreboard. Certainly not that. It's about 4th and 4 maybe, so a 1st down would be a 5-yard penalty. As Brooks gets ready to send this one away. We'll see if Needham brings some pressure. Try and block this one. As Braintree with a good snap, and Brooks able to get a good kick away as this one all the way over midfield, and this one will bounce and continue to bounce all the way inside the 30. What a punt.
Bounce all the way inside the 30-yard line.
And Brooks with the game-changing punt. Not sure what Needham was trying to do there. They did not have anybody back that far And Braintree just hammered that football, and it took about a 15-yard roll, as that completely swaps the game plan for the Rockets. They expected to have the ball on the Braintree side of the field. Instead, the ball at the 30, and that's where the Needham offense will take over. So 37 seconds left here in the third quarter, and Braintree's defense has just been outstanding here in this ball game. Special teams doing it too. Brooks with the score. He's had a couple extra points, and now a great punt. As the handoff goes up the middle, and not much there on the carry, but a 3 or 4 yard pickup. Clock continuing to drain off. We'll see if Needham will run one more play here in this third quarter. As they hurry up to the line of scrimmage, probably see one more play. With 15 seconds, clock continuing to move. Hoffmeister really getting a workout out there for the Rockets. He has touched the ball at least every other player, every 3 plays. As the quarterback, Chapman, rolls to his left, and Braintree able to knock him out of bounds, and very close to a late hit. We'll see if there's a flag thrown. No. And that pretty much will do it for the third quarter. And there is 0.7 seconds left on the clock, believe it or not. So we will see one more play. Nope, the clock does drain out. The clock does not stop there. And that's the end of the third quarter. So it'll be Needham with a 3rd down and 2 when we come back to start the fourth quarter, as the two sides switch sides. And Braintree heading to the fourth and final quarter at home, looking to go to 3-2 with a 14-0 lead. And Needham with the football in Braintree territory. We'll be right back.
This is the city where danger lurks. Today, a new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. They prowl the streets alone and in packs, causing mayhem, destruction, and carnage. Warning. Until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital deadwalkers. They're not looking out for you.
Dude! Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected.
Sorry.
With strong, healthy bones.
Another big play upcoming following the end of the third quarter. As we enter the fourth and final quarter here at Alumni Stadium. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. 14-0 lead for Braintree here at home. Needham with the ball. 3rd and 2 as the quarterback takes it up the middle. And Braintree with a good stand. They try to push him forward, and they get the first down somehow. Somehow escaping and getting almost 7 or 8 yards from it.
27-yard line, good for first down.
Looked like everybody was tied up there, and I'm surprised the referees let the play continue. And now all of a sudden, escaping from the scrum was the running back, and obviously getting the first down in the process. High snap, handoff to Hoffmeister, and he's tackled immediately as Braintree with another tackle for a loss.
Braintree defense. South Needham. Just behind the line of scrimmage.
And Braintree certainly loves to see the clock continuing to drain here. As this game moves on, the best thing to do is see every pass caught and every running play. Just continue to see that clock drain off. Obviously, you're not going to necessarily go into prevent mode if you're Braintree up a couple scores. But you have to certainly like what you're seeing right now as the ball is shy of midfield. 2nd down and 11 for the Needham offense. As the handoff goes up the middle, and another very minimal gain up the middle of the field. Maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard past it. So a couple yards picked up on the carry. As the Rockets now trying to move the football. They have not moved it through the air very much here in this game, and that has certainly worked in Braintree's favor. You can say that Braintree has moved the ball pretty well in the air. Done a little bit of everything in this game. And Braintree's won the turnover battle, which right now is the difference in this ball game. 10:20 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. As Needham with the big 3rd down and 9. Braintree with some pressure in the backfield. The quarterback will take off. He's hit and breaks through the tackle and dives towards the goal, first down marker. And it's going to be very close on that side of the field. Haven't seen a signal yet. And it is a signal for a first down from the head official. Braintree had him tackled right shy of that first down to gain. As Braintree right now having a couple players hobbled off towards the sideline. That's the second time we have seen Lane work his way in that direction. A couple players banged up for Braintree on both sides of the football here in this game. Seeing a Needham player also banged up earlier. As the handoff goes up the middle, and again, nothing doing. Just continuing to wear away at the run game, but it just hasn't had very much effectiveness. Funny thing here in this game is Needham's biggest plays have been on special teams, 2 kickoff returns, and they've gone for 50-plus yards. One was, I believe, like a 70 or 65-yard return inside the 20, and then one here after Braintree scored to get him inside the 30. High snap as Chapman back to pass, throwing it short. Braintree right there, and they take down Hoffmeister immediately.
Wait for a short game.
Braintree's seen a lot of these plays multiple times. I've seen them multiple times. Needham really not fooling anybody right now with 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. We saw him make that big play to Hannigan earlier. We'll see if they call his number again. I think if you need him, you really got to start to try and do something different. They keep using the running back, and he has not been open as the throw is short and very close to being intercepted, as we'll see what the call is here. They are calling it an interception. Wow. What a play on the far side of the field, and another turnover by the offense. And is that Garrity that picked that off? That was an exceptional interception. From our vantage point here, very difficult to see that side of the field. And the ball, I could tell, was definitely behind the receiver. But that one intercepted, called by the official. And with 8:34 to go, Braintree with the ball, up 2 scores. Defense has just been awesome here in this game, as Tellier tackled in the backfield for a sack. Right now, if you're Braintree, though, that's okay. You lose a couple yards, but the clock does run. But now, the focus is to get some yards back here. You don't want to have a 3rd and long. Just maintain your lead, run some clock, try and get a couple first downs. Needham just making too many mistakes in this game right now to have a chance to win it. As Braintree back to pass, long down the field, incomplete, and some coverage out there by number 11. That was close to it.
Incomplete.
So Braintree will stop the clock on the incompletion. I'd probably just run a draw here on 3rd and 16, but I've seen some different things run by the Braintree offense here this season on situations where I expect something to happen. We'll see if they just hand it off, keep the clock running. They will pass. Back to throw, and Tellier hit in the backfield, and that's a dangerous situation, not only to have your quarterback take a hit, but it could also knock the ball free. Does keep the clock going, but that really put your quarterback in a vulnerable spot. Again, I don't agree with the decision to try and go back to pass, but Braintree does have to punt it here. With the clock continuing to drain, under 7:30 to go here in the ball game. So Needham will get the football back after a very quick 3 and out. Braintree in no hurry to kick this one away. Gotta say one thing, that head coach Lee Carlson is certainly a very aggressive coach, as Braintree will send this one away. A nice kick again by Brooks at the 42, and an immediate tackle. And the ball on the football, or the ground, caused the fumble, but the Needham player again jumping on it. Nothing has been smooth here in this game for the Rockets, as Hannigan put the ball on the ground, but they're able to recover it. And Brooks with another great punt, and maybe a yard return on the kick. So Needham in a must-score situation here with 7:02 to go. So Needham with a big offensive series upcoming. Hannigan goes in motion, and the carry goes up the middle, and Chapman takes it with Braintree with some good pressure in there. And the ball on the ground. Braintree saying they have it. Ball on the ground. But Needham is going to retain possession. Braintree obviously knowing the ball was on the ground, and they have won the turnover battle here in this game, but the Rockets will get it this time. So the second straight play we've seen them put the ball on the ground. 6.5 remaining. Here in the fourth quarter, pass, and that one nearly picked off. Oh, what a catch. On the sideline right in front of the Braintree bench. That one caught by Sullivan.
All the way to the 45-yard line.
I don't know how he caught that one. Looked like Braintree got a hand in there. That'll be a first down for Needham on a miraculous catch by Sullivan. Ball will be at the 45 on the Braintree side of the field. Back to pass. Chapman, he wants to throw this, and this time the ball is low and incomplete for Sullivan again. And there is a flag on the play that'll back them up to the 45. Chapman back to pass. Braintree with some pressure in the backfield, rolls to his left, has some room, fires it down the field, and nearly picked off on the far side of the field. As the Braintree defense yet again coming up with the stop. So ball at the 45-yard line. A third and very long for the Needham offense. Chapman rolling back. Braintree with some pressure in the backfield, and he is going to be sacked as Braintree with a tandem takedown. As three different players in on the takedown, and a Braintree player shaken up on the play right at the end of the sack. Looks to be okay, but he will wander his way off the field. That's the last thing you want to see here in this game for Braintree, who's done such a great job. That was Evan Huang, who was shaken up after the play, and it brings up a fourth down for the offense. This may be the ball game for the Rockets if they can't convert. Down the field it goes, and almost picked off. It's incomplete, and Needham turns it over again.
Incomplete. Braintree takes over with 5:18 left.
5:18 remaining, and Braintree with the football, up 2 scores. Getting ready for the first snap as the handoff goes up the middle. Luongo back to midfield as Braintree now in clock killing mode. Here with time of the essence. Right now the Womps looking to kill off the final 5 minutes of this ball game, holding on to a 14-0 lead. As Tellier calling out the instruction. Braintree running as much time as they can here. Running that play clock dry. Handoff goes up the middle, and a good gain by Brooks. Takes it out to the 47. And it's Braintree on the Needham side of the field. A first down here would be humongous for this Braintree offense. They could really do some damage on this clock. See if Braintree passes this one or if they continue to run it. We're under 4 minutes left. And a player jumps offside for Needham, but might have been a timeout before. And a flag will be thrown. And who's it going on? The Needham sideline clapping, so it must be against Braintree here. And it is a false start.
We're a game against Braintree. Third down.
So Braintree backed up.
10.
It's a third down now. And long. 3:45 to go. Tellier and the offense looking for a big play. Last thing you want to do, though, is turn it over. So if you're Braintree, just be conservative. Don't do anything that's going to turn the ball over. The handoff goes up the middle, and Braintree does the right thing. And it will be a fourth down and not much doing on the carry. And a timeout taken by Needham, as that will pretty much end the drive here for Braintree. And not the worst thing here in the world to see your punting unit come back out there, as Brooks, who's been phenomenal, looking to punt this one away and pin Needham deep in their own territory, forcing them to go deep into the Braintree end. As we've seen Brooks with a couple of long punts. If he sends one 30, 40, even 50 yards, could take him inside the 10 here. And I really like the play call this time. With a 2-score lead, make them burn a timeout. Needham offense obviously needing at least 2 touchdowns to tie this game. And the last thing you want to do is give a team life. So Braintree will send this one deep. Special teams have actually been won by Needham in this game, believe it or not. A couple of nice punts by Brooks, but the kickoff returns, Needham's had a long couple of them here in this game, but obviously those were after touchdowns. So Braintree will send it away. 3:26 left in the ball game. Snap perfect, and the kick away by Brooks. A wobbling kick that will be fielded inside the 15. Braintree with an immediate tackle. And the special teams this time outstanding, as that was O'Shea with the tackle. Danny O'Shea for Braintree with the immediate tackle after the punt. And another good one from Brooks. So now the defense looking to hold them here for the final 3:16. One more stop and we should pretty much be heading towards kneel down situation. Braintree can get that ball back. The Needham offense yet to score here in the game, but down a couple scores, looking to make it happen. Back to pass. It is Chapman. He'll throw this one. Long time waiting for somebody to get open. Nobody open downfield. He'll continue with it, and Braintree just content with that. That looked like a blindsided block on the far side that Needham may have gotten away with. But the clock does stop as he finds his way out of bounds. So Chapman trying to bring his offense down the field. And then, of course, they'll need to get an onside kick if they do score. But right now, Braintree's best bet is to try and tackle him inside the field, not let him get out of bounds. The handoff goes up the middle, and he's got a big gain, but again, has to be tackled. As a little skirmish after the play, and don't let your tempers get the better of you if you're Braintree here. You are up 2 scores, no need for a penalty here. Clock will run, under 3 minutes now. Needham with a couple of big plays here, but again, is it worth the added time just for 10 yards? That's the question. 2:45, clock running. Back to pass is Chapman. A short pass completed as he tries to get out of bounds. Braintree pushed him out of bounds, and it does stop the clock. So Franciosa Johnson could not tackle him. Braintree claiming that the ball should have kept the clock going because the player was forced out backwards. So 2:40 to go here in the ball game. Ball at the 45 as Needham back to pass yet again. Chapman fires. The pass is incomplete. Off the hands again of the intended receiver, Sullivan. He's been their go-to guy here in the second half. He's made a couple of nice catches. This one glanced off his fingers as he tried to straddle the line. The clock didn't even move. I don't know how. With 2:40 left, that's what it was in the last possession. Back to pass again, and going up the field, Chapman long down the field, and the player open, and some contact. And wow, no flag. Wow, that's a big break for Braintree as Franciosa Johnson got tangled up. That's a big break for Braintree as there was a ton of contact there. And Needham not getting the flag they were looking for. So this is the ball game right here, 4th down. Braintree one more stop. Should pretty much do it. Chapman rolls to his left. So we'll see if he takes it himself. He's got some room. He's going towards that marker and dives forward and is very close to it.
Close to a first down.
And this is a big call. Did he get that first down marker? Otherwise, this ball game is pretty much over. It's going to depend on the spot. Where did the knee go down? Oh, they're going to give Braintree the ball back. He did not get it. Another turnover on downs. So Needham may feel slighted here in this game. I do see where they could feel slighted on that long pass down the field. Certainly some contact. We have not seen tons of flags called on passes down the field, but that was certainly one that could have warranted a penalty, which would have obviously given a first down, and instead it gives Braintree the football back with 2:25. And the run up the middle as Braintree will just kill the clock as the Needham player slams him down. And a timeout taken by Needham with 2:14 left in the ball game as Braintree looking like they're on the way to the 3rd win of the season. And this would be one of their best wins of the year. Probably their best win of the year. The Rockets, who's had some pretty good success here this season, did too many things wrong in this ball game. Couple turnover on downs. They had 2 interceptions, a muff fumble on a punt try, and obviously too many jumping off sides. That was 5 or 6 times they did that in this game, including a couple on 4th down. So a lot of things to look at if you're looking at the tape, if you're a Needham coach or player. Just too many mistakes in order to win a game like this. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You turn the ball over like this, you make too many mental mistakes. You're not going to beat many teams in the Bay State Conference. With 2:14 to go, Braintree now will run another play. As the handoff again to Luongo, and again, not much there. And Luongo just making sure he secures the football. As Needham will take another timeout. That probably is their last one, I believe. And Braintree now will run one more play almost certainly a run play that would keep the clock moving, and Luongo, again, visibly shaken up on his way to the sideline. So we'll see a third down upcoming for the Braintree offense. Back from the timeout. Braintree with 3 backs in the backfield. The handoff up the middle and getting the ball out to the 45, continuing to churn those legs. And the player ruled down around the 43-yard line, where it'll be a 4th down upcoming as the clock will continue to move as Needham is out of timeouts. And Braintree will send this one into the night sky with a punt most certainly here, unless they're going to go for it. Guess they could try and just end this game if they get the first down. I'd probably just punt here, but that's me. Braintree just looking to end this one. A first down here would seal the game. Clock continuing to move with 1:20 remaining. 4th down and 5. Maybe Braintree trying to draw them offside. We've seen it quite often here in this game. That might be what they're trying to do. Or they take the delay a game, one of the two, and they do take the delay a game, and then now they'll punt it. So Braintree takes every second off that clock. So head coach Carlson here in the 4th quarter, managing the game very well. Playing a lot more conservative, allowing Braintree's defense, who's been absolutely outstanding here tonight, to do its job, and they have done it to the tune of a shutout with 1:10 left. 14-0 Braintree as they get set to punt it away. One of the lower scoring games we've seen. As Braintree will send it away. Good kick again by Brooks. And this one will take a bounce off to the right. And it'll be downed by Braintree at the 14-yard line. And that's where the offense for Needham will take over with 1 minute exactly on the clock. Back to pass, now is Chapman. Chapman throws and nearly intercepted by Brooks.
We would like to mention that next week is homecoming for Braintree. Friday night, 6 o'clock, homecoming. And Saturday will be the dance, etc., etc. So 6 o'clock homecoming versus Walpole.
Seconds left on the clock.
Soccer team will be playing this week at Braintree. And as mentioned, boys and girls soccer team both looking for victories to qualify for the tournament play at the end of the season. Our field hockey team is doing very well, and they will probably be in the tournament at the end of the year. I've just been given an indication that if they feel like
And the ball is
today,
completed out to the 42-yard line as the game continues here with just 23 seconds left, and Needham probably a couple more plays left in this ball game. On the far side of the field, it's completed, and the ball taken out of bounds at the midfield mark. And just one more play left probably here at Alumni Stadium as Braintree will move to 3-2. So this was one that Braintree had circled on the bulletin board, one they had to win. They wanted to have a chance at a good postseason standing, but this is going to be a big win for Braintree here at home against what was a very strong Needham team, but here tonight, too many mistakes as the ball caught by Hoffmeister over the middle of the field. Braintree with the tackle, and that is the ball game here at Alumni Stadium as the final seconds drain off the clock, and Braintree with the 14-0 shutout here of the Needham Rockets. And Braintree with a strong effort from start to finish as Braintree will shut out the Rockets 14-0 here at home to move to 3-2 again. Most of the offense here in this game coming by two players for Braintree. Franciosa Johnson from 25 yards out in the first half, and then Brooks, a 20-yard score the first drive here of the third quarter, and that was all the offense we needed here in this ball game. Braintree got 3 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery on a punt, and then 3 or 4 forced turnover on downs against the Rockets. So it was quite a bit of up and down the field by both teams, but Needham just could not convert when they got into the Braintree red zone. The Womps with an interception in the end zone in the first half that was really a staple in that first half, and then the Womps with the put-away score here in the second half by Brooks from 20 yards out to go ahead 2 scores, and the defense did the rest as Braintree goes to 3-2 with the victory as they will take on Walpole in the next game here a week from today on homecoming for Braintree as they take on Walpole. So Braintree will look to improve upon a 3-2 start as they move towards the little mid-season tournament. As that'll conclude our coverage. Thanks for watching here today on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.